Welcome back to the Bluechip Breakdown, Vols fans. I'm your host, Bull. In today's video, we will be breaking down the film of Nico Iamaleava versus Iowa in the Citrus Bowl. Did say a couple of weeks ago that I couldn't wait to do this breakdown for everyone, and that's why this one is open to the public. So if you end up liking this type of content, please consider becoming a member of this channel by clicking that join button just below this video. We also talked about with Nico in the Citrus Bowl that it would kind of be an audition for what Tennessee is going to be looking like next season. It will be a great way for us to get some more playmakers on this football team to help us go out and win championships. I think that Nico did an excellent job in his showcase. Let's go ahead and take a look at his stats. All right, so if you take a look right here, we see that Nico went 12 for 19, that's 63.2% passes completed versus Iowa. Supposed to be a top 5 defense in almost every single category. He also had 151 yards passing, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. His quarterback rating was 147.3. Now let's scroll on down and let's take a look also at his rushing numbers, which would be right here. Also something to note, his QBR was 80.4 in this game. Now over to the rushing numbers, we see that it says that he rushed for 15 carries for 27 yards, 1.8 yard average, and 3 touchdowns on the ground. But we all know that in college football, they take sacks into account for a quarterback's rushing numbers. If you take those sacks out, he actually had 9 carries for 51 yards and a 5.6 yards per carry average. That's enough of that talk. Let's go ahead and jump into the film. All right, now this is the first play of the game, but before I get this thing started, I just want to say I'm not going to go too deep into the breakdown of what's going on everywhere else. I want to mostly just focus on Nico for this video. I will kind of break down what's going on with some of the other players in different videos for members only, but let's go ahead and let this one roll. What we're going to see right here, okay, is coming in motion. This is Jacob Warren is going to come over and empty out right into the flats. This is a great play design for Nico's first pass in this game. It's the first play. We are getting Nico going early. Look, you see him moving over, right? So he scrambles over, not really scrambles, but he's going to move the pocket over here and, nice easy pass to a very sure-handed Jacob Warren. Nice throw motion as well. Looks really good already being able to throw on the move, albeit that was only a 5-yard pass. Very, very good looking athlete just off of that first play. All right, on this play, just real quick, what we're going to have is it looks like a match zone, could also be cover 2. We're going to have a route combination where we've got a post right here and then we've got a out right up underneath it. On the backside, everything is pretty much off. So we're really only working 2 reads on this. Again, the safety is going to kind of be dropping back right here. The cornerback looks like he could be kind of squatting, but at the same time, he's kind of sinking. So it could be like a cover 2 sink. And then this nickel back right here is playing a curl to flat zone, and he's going to get occupied right here. So this is the read right here that Nico was looking for. Let's go ahead and let it roll, okay? So he's looking for it, right? It is kind of there. That's a ball that Nico will start to throw as he gets more comfortable. Obviously, does not want to throw an interception, but this window is here. Now, if you look at the line of scrimmage, Dane Davis is getting beat. So Nico is just going to use his instincts, and you see that he's able to make stuff happen with his legs really fast. I mean, explosive athlete. A guy that's super long, but he's very, very twitchy as well. And he's strong, and he's a dog. First down, Tennessee. All right, on this play, we're just going to throw a comeback route to the outside. Now, this throw looks pretty easy, okay? It's 2nd and 20, but this is a pretty long pass, right? So this goes from the opposite hash almost all the way to the sideline, and it is delivered on a rope. Let's go back just to taste right here. Boom, okay? Look at how effortless Nico throws his football. You can tell that his mechanics are really good. Fundamentals have stepped up a lot since he's been on campus. Josh Heupel and Coach Halsley have done a beautiful job of getting Nico ready for this moment. That's a really good pass. Again, it was 2nd and 20. Now it's going to be about 3rd and 10. That's still 3rd and long, but it's a lot more manageable just with the flick of a wrist. Very, very special arm talent. All right, on this play, we're going to have some deep crossers, some runoffs, leave a post behind it, and probably a hitch or something on this back side right here. But what's going to happen is we're just not going to have time, right? So nobody gets open in time. And then, again, Dane Davis just kind of gets beat off of the line of scrimmage. And then Gerald Mincy, who also has been playing through some injuries, is also getting beat to the inside. So as Nico avoids this pressure right here, he steps right up into Gerald Mincy's defender. And it's just nowhere for you to go after that. But you can tell that inside of that pocket, he's got a really good presence. We'll sit again from this angle, okay? Dane Davis just gets beat really quickly. Look at how quick and how smooth Nico is coming up. You can tell that his eyes were still down the football field, but he sees the other team's colors flash. So now he's going to try to make another move, and you see, look at that, boom, get off me, pushing people off. They still really don't have him wrapped up. He's got one arm over him, but look at how elusive Nico is. He's got his leg all up. I mean, he's doing everything that he can to get away from this sack. Again, that is not on Nico. Just did not have the time, from his offensive line, and also nobody was open on that play. All right, so this play is a shuttle pass. We'll go ahead and let it roll, let it set up, boom. Kick it out to Dylan Sampson, but we'll see it again from a different angle. Dylan Sampson does not make this catch. That is a well-placed ball. Hits him right in the hands. Got to help our quarterback out. This is what we're talking about. We need dynamic playmakers. Not to say that Dylan Sampson is not one of those guys, but we are looking for some people to step up. We'll see more of that throughout this film. All right, so we're going to have another comeback route. Okay, so they're playing off of us. Obviously, everyone's scared of Tennessee speed, scared of getting beat over the top. Beautiful job by Nico inside of the pocket. I'm going to take it back here just a taste. So I want for you to see, again, there is pressure that gets to Nico pretty early. Again, we're playing with a makeshift offensive line. Look, this right here, I think that's Jackson Lampley. He's really getting bull rushed. But this lineman right here in white is going to get his hand up. But watch the way that Nico was able to step into that throw and avoid that big paw. And look at how beautiful that football is. I just don't understand, if you're a football player, period, but especially a skill guy, why you wouldn't want to come play with Nico for 1 to 2 more seasons. All right, now this is a situation where it's a pretty clean pocket for Nico. Backside right here, that is Ramel Keaton's going to come on a dig. Let's go ahead and let it roll. Boom. Okay, so see that? Nice clean pocket. He's got the time, right? But now, so someone does kind of flash out here a little bit late, and Nico does a good job of, his arm motion is so quick. Let's see it again, right? Watch this as soon as that guy flashes, okay? Flashing, boom. Arm motion is laser fast. And this is a, pretty decently thrown ball. Obviously, it is behind Keaton, but as Nico gets more acclimated and gets used to playing with the wide receivers that he's out there playing with, in practice and things like that, once he gets more used to playing with the starters, he will be able to be more on time with these types of throws and a lot more accurate. Definitely expecting in the offseason for these types of plays, right? These digs, even though that was a really tight window, you see that Nico wasn't scared of throwing it. He's not shying away from no moments, but these types of plays, we will be hitting on them. All right, so what we're going to have right here is a screen, okay? What's going to happen as we let it roll is watch Dylan Sampson, okay? So he is going out on the screen, but this middle linebacker who lined up in that A-gap, Dylan Sampson has got to get a lot more of a chip on him than that. So this play just does not have time to get set up properly because that pressure gets there so quickly on Nico. Again, that really is not on Nico. He still tries to make a play, right? The ball is thrown too far to the inside. We'll see it again from another angle. But, Dylan Sampson, boom, right here, okay? You have got to be able to chip this guy a lot more than that. You've got to slow him down. You can't be so anxious to get out and, get the football. So anyway, we're not going to harp on that too much. Just, wanted to point that out so that people understand what happened on that play. All right, so on this play, there's going to be an easy little slant right here, okay? Nico's going to put it right on Keaton. And, he just does not make the catch. We'll see it again from a different angle, but you see that Nico's footwork, everything is beautiful. The ball obviously is right on the money. You cannot do it any better than that. That's a long handoff. And, Keaton has had a case of the drops all season. Hate to see it, but again, we are expecting for our playmakers to step up for Nico next season. All right, and here we go on a first down. We're coming right back to Keaton on a little hitch right here. Let's go ahead and let it roll. Okay, boom, footwork, beautiful. Okay, gets the ball, puts it in a perfect spot. Very, very catchable passes. These are the things that you love about Nico. Again, he has a very, very quick arm motion, and he has a very strong arm, and it is just effortless all the way around. Cleaned up a whole lot of things that we saw from him once he first got on campus. He's already taking some giant leaps forward. All right, on this play, Nico is not going to find anyone open. He's looking to this side of the field. Now, if he did look backside, and I'm not sure how many reads they have him taking right now, but backside, he maybe could have dumped this off in the flats. But honestly speaking, if you can run like Nico, why not? You know what I mean? So pretty good pocket, right? Everyone's picked up well, but he just says, hey, I'm just going to go make a play. And he's able to scamper for another first down. Okay, let's see it again from this angle. Really good job up front. Okay, that's what you love. That's why we need good offensive linemen. But look how fast he is. Again, man, He is 6'6" and he's so long, but you can tell that he's a very, very fast football player with the ball in his hands. All right, so on this play, we're looking for a slant again from Keaton, and it's not really going to be there early on, right? So Nico does kind of get a little bit happy-footed. Now, we did see that some pressure did kind of come from both edges, towards the end of the, I guess, breakdown of that play, but that was supposed to be a 3-step drop. It wasn't there off of the 3-step drop. So Nico does kind of say, I don't know if I want to run or not. If you would have kind of held on just for another taste, Keaton is actually open over here. Okay, so he is going to be open deep. So those are the things that you will be looking forward to next season once he gets more comfortable with this system. All right, we can see it again from this angle, right? Boom. Okay, so he's trying to avoid everything. You can't really tell too much from here, but Keaton actually would have been open. There was no one behind the guy who was covering him. So, it would have been kind of a tough throw. But again, once he takes that next step, these types of plays that we're seeing right now as sacks will end up being touchdowns. All right, and this is another really good play designed by Coach Heupel, okay? This is a design quarterback power, right? So we've got Dylan Sampson, I believe, who's going to be lead blocking. But before we even get to that, take a look at the formation. We've got a lot of folks occupied way over here, way over there. So now Iowa's got a really light box, okay? They've got 4 up front. They've got a linebacker that's 5. Then they've got this safety that's 6, okay? We've got 6 people blocking for Nico. So we've got the numbers right here. Again, just very, very well designed. But you can't do this with a guy who's not fast enough. But you're seeing that he's able to outrun people. That is the Nico effect. This is why you should want to come and play with this guy. He is going to make plays. He's going to open it up for other guys to make plays if you're willing to. If you're going to be dog enough to go out there and do it, you can do it with Nico, with this offense, with this team. So, again, you see the speed, you see the vision. Really runs like a running back, and we'll see that some more as we go throughout this film. He did have 3 rushing touchdowns in this game, and he just avoids contact beautifully. I love watching Nico play, man. He's the absolute truth. All right, so 1st and 10. We're going to have a hitch play, okay, to Nico's left side. Boom, good feet. Ball gets there. That's a laser. Very, very catchable football. Not too much to say about that. He's just a good-looking quarterback. All right, so on this play, what's going to happen is Callie Castles is going to be out here in the flats, and Nico's first read isn't going to be there, okay? So this is, these are the growing pains that you're going to go through sometimes. Now, also, we do have a guy that's kind of open in this window. It is kind of a tight window. That's an NFL window, but Nico's arm is capable of making this throw. I think that he just kind of missed it right here. He does have a pretty clean pocket. And again, he's got another guy out here, but we'll continue to let the play roll, okay? He just wants to step up, right? Maybe could have done a little bit better job holding up, up front. But again, guys were there. You've got to get that football out of your hands just a little bit quicker. Again, as he continues to grow in this system, he's going to have all of this off season, and, he will be able to hit these types of plays moving forward. All right, so this is 4th and 1, and this is power I right. Haven't seen Tennessee run this maybe ever. Okay, I haven't seen this in football in a very, very long time, but just showing this so that everyone knows, hey, Nico can also get up under center. We talked about this a lot, being able to get up under center, in 4th and short situations and 3rd and short situations, but it looks very comfortable right there, so gotta love that. All right, now on this play, the only person that really kind of pops open and it's late is Dylan Sampson. So we're not able to get the ball to him just because the pressure came a little bit too quick, right? You see right here, I believe that's Ollie Lane. He's already beat, but watch the way that Nico just kind of baits this guy in there. Boom, quick. Oh my goodness. And he still tries to, he still was looking down the field to make a throw, but you see he makes 2 or 3 people miss. Watch right here again. Oh, I mean, just so explosive, man. So twitchy. Boom, stops on a dime. And then he even kind of made that last man miss as he was kind of wrapped up and going out of bounds. Once the other guy kind of started to come over, he even made him miss. So absolute baller. You got to love Nico. Here it is. You'll see it again right here a little bit better. So look, he's wrapped up, but look, get off me. Still made that guy miss. Just an incredible, incredible athlete. Got to love what you're seeing from Nico. All right, so this is Nico's 2nd touchdown. Okay, this is going to be another quarterback power, right? So we've got right here, okay, we're going to have a lead blocker. That's Cam Selden. And then Nico's just going to follow him right here. Watch how he presses this line of scrimmage. Boom. Okay, look, he's pressing it, waiting on the hole to open up. This is what a football player looks like, right? Like we talk about guys being football players, is what you want to see. It looks even better from this angle. Look at the patience, puts his foot in the dirt and gets vertical really, really quickly. Incredible athlete. I mean, you just cannot say enough about how good this player is. I'm actually still very confused as to why ESPN didn't have him as the #1 player in the country. They need to get their rating systems fixed. Right now, he looks like the best player in the 2023 class. All right, so on this play, we're going to have a quick screen right here to Caleb Webb. And the ball is a little bit low. Okay, let's go ahead and let it roll. Okay, boom. Okay, so the ball is just a taste low, but, you still got to make this catch, okay? Like, you still have to make those catches. So, again, we need some guys who can kind of help Nico out. He can't be perfect, right? He does need to get that pass up, but we'll see him on the next play make a much more accurate pass. Okay, on this one, it's a very similar play. Okay, so this is to Squirrel White. Okay, he's a guy that we all trust. He's an absolute total dog. Okay, pretty much the exact same pass, right? And he does a very good job of making it more accurate this time. So Coach Heupel talked a lot about Nico not making the same mistake twice. Okay, so let's see it one more time. Okay, he doesn't make the same mistakes twice. That time it was a beautiful pass. We're able to get the first down because of it. All right, so on this play, Nico's not going to find anyone open. Let's go ahead and let it roll. One of the things that I do really like about his game is that if his first and second reads aren't there, he says, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and use my legs. I'm going to try to continue to get positive plays. That's what you want from the playmakers and from the quarterback on your team. Now, right here, he takes a shot late. Gerald Minty coming over here. You ought to be in this dude's face, man. Like, you ought to be jacking him up. That's what we want. We want the dogs. We need the dogs. We need people who are going to play with passion and protect our quarterback, protect all of our teammates, protect your brothers out there. Let's go win some championships. All right, this is 3rd and 5. It does look like we were trying to hit a big play right here. I see like a switch route right here. Usually whenever we see that from Tennessee's offense, it's usually a big play, okay? So we try to rub some guys off, but obviously you see we have no time in the pocket. And as we start this play over, it is Dylan Sampson. Again, we talked about this, man. He really has to work on his pass protection, okay? That right there is not going to get it done. It feels like he's just a little bit too anxious to get out on his routes anyway. Not going to harp on it too much, but it's tough to be able to avoid pressure right up the middle. And that's what we're getting, on a consistent basis, it seems like, in this game. So for sure, we are looking to upgrade our offensive line. We did have some people out and banged up, but, that's a place where we are going to have to improve at for Nico and for the future of this football team. All right, now this play right here is special, okay? Nico's first reads aren't there, okay? He does get some more pressure up the middle again. We talked about that. It's picked up a lot better this time, though. But he does just, avoid out, okay? Keeps his eyes down the football field. He's working horizontal to this line of scrimmage, and he's pressing it slightly, right? He's pressing it slightly just in case he got to turn them jets on. So look at this pass on the run, on the money, dude, on a rope. Look at this. That is special. That's next level. That's an NFL type of a throw. Guys who can make those types of throws are first-round picks. They're number 1 draft picks, and they make a whole lot of money in the NFL. All right, so on this play, it's 1st and 10 again, and we're going to see some more pressure get up the middle of our offense. So Nico's first reads, again, they're not there, right? So Iowa kind of started to sit back, and I think that we could have did a little bit better job of maybe showing a few different looks, but obviously you don't want to show your hand too much in a game where you feel like you're a lot better than the team that you're playing up against. But Nico, he's trying to make some stuff happen. He just has nowhere to go. I mean, what's 1, 2, 3, four guys back here? Look at all these guys, right? This is all y'all's faults, right? Like, y'all are the ones who caused this. So again, man, I'm not trying to be too hard on anybody, but that's on the offensive line. We've got to get more consistent. Again, a lot of that is just because we were missing a couple of our players and we are still banged up, but hoping that we can find some good depth on this offensive line moving forward. All right, so it's 2nd and 15. We're going to get a slant here, and we're going to get a little stunt and twist coming off the edge as well. So it does look like Nico, or, it seems like the offense kind of knew who to block, right? I don't know who calls the fronts for our offense. I believe it is Cooper Mays. It does look like we knew who to block because, look, you can see right here that Dylan Sampson is doing a really good job of kind of coming over here and picking up his guy. But I think we just did a bad job getting off, of that stunt. We've got to get off just a little bit quicker and be able to pick this up. But again, Nico is getting pressure right in his face. And that's tough. It's really tough to be able to avoid that type of pressure. But he's doing it, right? He's doing it. He's extending the play. He still gets the football off. And as the ball drops, you see it's only about a yard or two in front of this wide receiver. So again, man, as the offensive line just gets a little bit, better once they gel, just a little bit better once they get more solid. And once Nico gets more used to playing on a consistent basis as the starter, these will be big plays. All right, so on this play, Nico's going to have a much better pocket, right? It's a lot cleaner, okay? He can actually step into a throw, and it's another, deep outside pass, and it's right on the money, and that's a first down on 2nd and 9. It almost looked like it was shorter than 2nd and 9 just because of how strong Nico's arm is. I think that's a big part of the reason. Look at this. Doesn't look like that ball went that far, but that ball probably traveled about 30 to 35 yards in the air, and it got there really quickly. And again, it had a nice soft touch as it got there to the wide receiver, able to make the catch. All right, and we can see it again from this angle. Let's go ahead and let it roll. Boom, that's those crossing routes, you know, rub them off. Now look at that, right there, right in his hands, that squirrel white. We all know that he's a dog. We know he's going to make his catches. Love to see it. All right, now we're starting to get some confidence in the passing game, okay? Another clean pocket. We're going to go deep, right? We're going to Keaton. Everything's there. Boom, beautiful ball. Perfectly thrown, okay, literally perfectly thrown. For some reason, Keaton gave up on that route. I'm not sure what happened. Seen him do that early in the season as well. Let's watch it again from this angle. You can tell, see, he kind of slowed up. But if he would have stayed, if he would have kept on running, I mean, that literally hits him right in stride. So, again, this is a quarterback that if you like to score touchdowns, if you like to make big plays, he can do it for you, whether it's in the pocket, whether it's on the run, whether it's a deep pass, short pass, doesn't matter. If you want to come ball at Tennessee with Nico. All right, so 3rd and 8, and Iowa's playing man-to-man coverage. Kind of a lackadaisical route up top right here. And then, you know, we're kind of trying to work maybe like a post or a slant dig, something like that. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but obviously it doesn't really matter because we just don't have the time. Again, man, the offensive line really let us down in this game. You know, I know that some guys were banged up, but we've got to do a lot better than this. This is Dane Davis again. That was, oh my God. No, that wasn't Dane Davis. I don't think. It must have been Dylan Sampson, but you saw he just got blown up. So that's like 2 or 3 times that he's almost got our quarterback killed. Something has to be done about that, but we won't harp on it right now. Okay, let's focus on Nico. Nothing that he could have done right there. Nobody was open. There was absolutely no pass protection as well. All right, so on this play, we brought Callie Castles in to help us in pass protection because we ain't picking it up. And now all of a sudden, you know, we've got plenty of time to throw. Now, this is another, you know, short comeback route. And, I mean, this is a very well-thrown ball. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. This man right here could have been in that window, but the ball gets there with so much zip. It's low and to the outside in a place where it's safe for us, okay? Only our wide receiver can make that catch. Again, man, this is a true freshman making these plays, making these throws up against a top 5 defense. Boom, hits him right in the breadbasket. All right, so Nico's going to try to go up top. Why do I keep on harping on? We need some dynamic playmakers on the outside. We need some dogs. Watch what happens right here in coverage. I want you to pay very close attention to just this because this is what Nico's looking at. Watch this. Boom. Look at this. I mean, like, we're getting held, right? But so what, dude? Jerk your arm out of there so that you can make this catch. Like, we're trying to win a football game and you're just letting someone hold on to your arm. That's inexcusable. But Nico says, oh, well, I'll just do it myself. And comes on over to the opposite side and gets an easy first down, man. He's just too smooth. All right, you're going to see something similar right here. Okay, we're trying to go up top again on a slant route, okay? And Nico's going to see that his guy's not getting separation, okay? He's not really there, okay? I mean, Nico maybe could have thrown this, but at the same time, look, he's got 1, 2, 3 people with their hands up. Then he's got another one backside. I mean, the offensive line has got to do way better than this. I don't know what happened, but that's inexcusable. 1,000% that's not on Nico. That's on the offensive line. No excuse to ever have 4 people in your backfield unless you're running a screenplay. That was not one. All right, so on this play, we're going to get a snap. It's a little low, but it's actually, no, that's literally like right into Nico's hands. But he picks it up and he makes something happen with it quick, okay? He gets 2 to 3 yards out of this play. So, again, this just kind of goes to show you that this is a guy that can kind of take a bad situation and he can kind of make it right. That's why you want to have quarterbacks who are mobile, who are good athletes, and also have really good arms. Because, again, moving forward as he gets more comfortable, he can turn these types of plays into 6 points. All right, on this play, Nico is going to come out on a boot. I really love this. Watch this man work on this. First off, beautiful fake. I mean, he kind of looked Peyton Manning-esque on that fake, okay? Now, this defensive lineman does kind of come up the field and he says, oh, I'm just going to scurry on over here and try to get back into pass coverage. Playing a little bit too disciplined right there, coach. Now, look, Nico kind of pump fakes him, gets him still, right? So we had some guys coming over on some crossers, right? Kind of like a flood, levels concept. But at the same time, guys, Nico really sets this up. Let's go back, right? Boom. Okay, we got the high-low. Okay, got a guy right here low. Got a guy in the back of the end zone high. Neither one of them are really open. You've got three guys guarding them. And boom, pump fake. Okay, nope, this guy's too slow. I'm just gonna run right past him. That was like 10 yards, man. Like, let me go back so that y'all can. It doesn't look like it, but it's just incredible. This is 10 yards. He covers all this ground. Look, this dude is right in front of him. Okay, he's like what, 4 yards away from the end zone. This is incredible for him to be this explosive and this dynamic as a true freshman. All right, so on this play, right, we talked about Nico not really having to read coverages very much in high school, and that he's learned that since he's been on campus. This is a situation where you can kind of see that. I think he knows what this coverage is. He already knows what he likes. Pre-snap is going to be squirrel white, one-on-one right here on a quick little out route, but Nico's going to look over to the left first, just try to look that defense off just a taste, right? Boom. Okay, there it is. Puts it right on him. That's a great job by Squirrel, being a dog, okay, getting separation. And then not only that, he's going to fight for an extra yard or two. That's what you want. That's what you love. I do expect for that combo to have a really big season next year. All right, now we are on the right hash, and we're going to come back and throw it to the left sideline on another comeback route. We've been doing that very consistently. Nice pocket right there, too, okay? So whenever you give him time, you see his just mechanics are beautiful. Another very, very well-thrown ball, and I think that was 7 or 8 yards. Looks very, very effortless on a first down. All right, and this play right here is for all you running backs that are considering coming to Tennessee. How can Nico help you? Well, watch the way he carries out this fake and watch what it does to help Dylan Sampson out on this run, right? So, boom, he carries out this fake. You've got 1, 2, 3 guys up at the second level, and then this guy over here on the third level. All have kind of moved over because of Nico, and it gives Dylan Sampson a ton of room. Look at that. There's really no one around him for 20 to 30 yards. That was his longest run of the day. Obviously, Dylan Sampson is a great football player, but Nico being back there, being able to move, carrying out fakes, doing those little things helps his teammates out tremendously. All right, and this is Nico's touchdown pass. So what we have right here, I really love this play call, right? We're going to run it off, okay, and we're going to make it look like this is going to be a screen. Callie Castles comes up here and kind of, shows a block look, but he's going to end up coming out of that and coming right behind this deep route, and he's going to be wide open. I love that play design by Josh Heupel, and I love the execution by both of these young men. Ball's put right on the money, and then Callie is the only guy that has scored a touchdown from Nico. I know that everyone else is wanting to join that list, but I love the way that he fights for those yards, and he wants to get into the end zone so bad for Nico, for his teammates. Expect to see a lot of that effort next season. Even if it's not Nico, doesn't matter. Whoever's out there, I expect people to give their all for Tennessee. Salute to you, Callie Castles and Nico Iamaleava. All right, so as we can see, Nico is not perfect. Nobody is. But whenever you look at that upside as a true freshman playing up against the top 5 defense in a bowl game, in a big bowl game at that, you have to love what you're seeing from him. His upside is just beautiful. Like we keep on talking about, we need to get those playmakers going. Got to get that offensive line more solid than what it is right now. And we do anticipate that with some more guys coming back next season, once they get healthy, that it should look a lot better. Obviously, a whole bunch of veterans up front. Nico will have the time to get the ball to some playmakers. Is Evan Stewart going to come join us? I sure hope so. Who else? Who knows? But we will keep a very close eye out on it, and we'll let you know like we always do on this channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please consider becoming a member, clicking that join button just below this video. You can get a whole lot more content just like this, and it's a great way just to support our channel. So, as always, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks. Peace.